Hi everybody! I'm doing a Zodiac energy reading for Cancer for the month of April. So I'm going to go ahead and relax here and get tuned in. We'll see what Spirit has to share. So we're looking at a coronavirus reality. So we're going to see what Cancer and coronavirus, how you guys are going to work through the experience, okay? All right. Okay. It's plastic. I'm touching it. It's got very it's got very smooth short bumps, okay? I'm just moving my hands across this plastic piece and it's bump 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 bump, bump. Lots of bumps, and there's 2 rows of them. So I can feel that going right across. It's like this. It's like a ruler with little flat bumps, smooth, and I'm just running my hands across it. And it's almost like I'm focused on smoothing this out, but I can't get the bumps to smooth down. And I feel Cancer focusing on this task, and the task kind of gets frustrating, okay? This isn't necessarily about coronavirus. This is what Cancer is looking forward to in April. All right, so still trying to flatten this out. It's a very plastic feeling piece. Somehow you are managing to flatten it out more and more and more, but it's not happening. It's just not perfectly flat yet. So there's this developing frustration. I've had this moment in my own life where you need to just separate from what you're doing. Just don't work on it. Don't think about it. Just literally step away from what you're doing. Just let it go over there for a while and calm down. Relax. Take it easy. Cancer is really putting a lot of energy into something. And it's creating kind of a volatile reaction to it. I'm calming Cancer energy down right now. And Cancer says if this can't be fixed, if these bumps don't come down, there's always going to be a problem. It's always going to be a problem. This has to come down. These bumps have to come down. They have to. They can't not. They have to come down. Cancer's like this right now. I say, who is Cancer to decide that the bumps have to come down? Isn't this something that will come down in its own time? There's nothing you can do to control the situation. You just have to let it have a divine time of itself. It will have its own divine time. And Cancer feels like it needs to invest time and energy to an effort here, to creating, working on a goal. And the goal is kind of consuming the Cancer mind and heart and spirit. And it's trying to take on a bigger role, and it's calling itself the most important aspect of that role. So if Cancer can't do it, nobody can. And this is the calling Cancer was given, and Cancer must do this. And if Cancer doesn't do this, then there's a problem here. This is starting to become painful on my fingers. And because I'm still gliding it back and forth, and it's still got bumps on it. And my fingers are starting to feel agitation from the situation. It's like now a constant reminder that's eating me alive now that the bumps won't go down. I snap my fingers and make all the bumps disappear and give Cancer what is like a ruler, a plastic ruler that is perfectly flat and smooth. I want to see what Cancer does with it. Cancer is understanding something now about the idea of perfection. and the idea of a process. If we just make all the bumps go away and just make it perfect the way that we want it to be, then where's the learning at? And when it is perfect, it actually comes with a bit of a disappointing feeling to it. An unexpected disappointment. But Cancer doesn't want to put the bumps back. So now I see that it's really just an internal struggle that's going on here. An acceptance. Has to do with acceptance. It's got the smooth ruler with perfection. This was its goal. So if it can have that, then it helps it feel better. But it's not the truth. It would prefer to have something a little more superficial because the truth is a little bit too hard. And it can't be controlled. And an element of patience has to be understood in the process of what is smoothing down the bumps. Cancer's starting to realize that it would prefer the truth, would prefer the reality over the illusion. It seems like a lesson for Cancer in acceptance and embracing reality, embracing the way things are. And Cancer realizing that it can be a participant in the experience, but it can only have an impact on so much, right? I'd be curious to see what you think about this message. It's a bit of a mystery on what it's going to translate into in your own life and what this ruler with the bumps on it, all the time and effort in correcting the situation, smoothing it out, right? And then once the smoothed out version is handed to you, it doesn't create the satisfaction like you thought it was. Fixing the problem didn't really make it better. Because we got to work with what is the truth and the divine time of what we are wanting to see the truth turn into. And it may never turn into that. May never become perfect and smooth the way we would want it to be, right? So that is the message that Spirit is sharing with all of you. And again, this may have something to do with how you're affected by coronavirus in your community. Because a lot of people are affected by it every single day. We're all experiencing this. It could be something else though too. Okay, so I'll let you decipher the message for yourself. But thank you so much for watching. If any of you are interested in exploring a psychic session with me, please visit me at my website at abbeynormalswisdomquest.com. Okay, thank you all so much, and I wish you a beautiful April.